Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Now we are going to start our lecture number 6, and today our topic of discussion is active transport. In our previous lectures we have studied about the passive transport and its different methods. What is passive transports? In passive transport, basically the movement of molecules takes place from an area of higher to lower concentration, and that movement does not require any expenditure of energy. For example, the process of diffusion, facilitated diffusion, osmosis, previous जितने भी हमने topics पढ़े हैं बेटे, all are the types of passive transport. Passive transport क्या है बेटे? It is the phenomena in which the molecules moves from higher to lower concentration, and in this process only the small molecules can move across the semi-permeable membrane. Now we will discuss the process of active transport. So first of all I will read the definition of active transport. Active transport is the movement of molecules from an area of lower concentration to the area of higher concentration. Because the movement of molecules in active transport is against the concentration gradient. Okay, the movement from higher to lower is very easy and it does not require any expenditure of energy, but when we move from lower to higher, then we need a lot of energy. So that when the molecules move against the concentration gradient from lower concentration to higher concentration, it will require energy, and that energy is provided in the form of ATP. ATP abbreviates as adenosine triphosphate. It is the major energy currency of the cell. The food which we eat have carbon and hydrogen bonds in it, and when the food is broken down, energy is released in the form of ATP. Some of the energy is used in our mechanical works and rest of the energy is stored in our body for future use. So bete, in this process proteins of cell membrane में basically जो proteins होती है ना, we have a detailed discussion about cell membrane in our class. In the beginning of this chapter, cell membrane is basically the outer membrane of animal cells, and in plant cells it is present behind the cell wall, because in animal cells cell wall is absent. So cell membrane is basically the outer covering of the animal cells. So the proteins that are present in the cell membrane use energy, and that energy is used to move the molecules against the concentration gradients, means lower to higher concentration. For example, नर्व सेल्स मेम्ब्रेन्स जो प्रेजेंट होंगी नर्व सेल्स में, उनमें भी प्रोटीन्स प्रेजेंट होती हैं, एंड दे आर प्रेजेंट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सोडियम पोटाशियम पंप. Okay, the membranes of nerve cells have carrier proteins in the form of sodium potassium pump in a resting नर्व सेल. रेस्टिंग नर्व सेल कौन सा होता है बेटे? जब वो नर्व इम्पल्स कंडक्ट नहीं कर रहा होता. नर्व इम्पल्स तब कंडक्ट होती है व्हेन योर मसल्स आर इन मोशन, when you are doing some exercise, when you are running, when you are walking, when you are thinking. Okay, then nerve impulse are conducting nerves. But in resting condition, nerve cells cannot conduct nerve impulses. So this pump spends energy to maintain higher concentration of potassium and lower concentration of sodium इनसाइड द सेल. सो बेटे, जब आपके नर्व सेल्स रेस्टिंग कंडीशन में होंगे तो आपके सेल की क्या कंडीशन होगी? सेल में सोडियम आयंस की कंसंट्रेशन कम होगी और पोटाशियम आयंस की कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा होगी. फॉर दिस पर्पस, इस पर्पस के लिए क्या होता है? द पंप एक्टिवली मूव्स सोडियम टू द आउटसाइड ऑफ सेल. सोडियम्स जो हैं वो सेल से बाहर आ जाएंगे वेयर दे आर ऑलरेडी इन हायर कंसंट्रेशन. ओके, ऑलरेडी जो है वो हायर कंसंट्रेशन में है तो वो लोअर टू हायर मूव करेंगे. ठीक है, अगर मैं कहती कि ये मूवमेंट अलोंग द कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट है, देन इट मस्ट बी मूव फ्रॉम लोअर टू हायर, बट सोडियम कम्स आउट ऑफ द सेल comes outside of the cell, and in outside the concentration of the sodium is already higher. Similarly, this pump moves potassium from outside to inside the cell where they are in higher concentration. Okay, now you have cleared that. In resting condition, नर्व सेल्स जब आपके रेस्टिंग पोजीशन में होंगे बेटे, तो उसमें सेल की क्या कंडीशन होती है? दे हैव लोअर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सोडियम एंड हायर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ पोटाशियम. ओके, बट इन दिस कंडीशन sodium cells moves outside of the cell where they are higher in concentration. Okay, and potassium cells moves inside the cells where they are already higher concentration in the cells, so that the active transport basically needs the energy so that the molecules can be moved from lower to higher concentration. Now we will start our next topic, that is endocytosis. Okay, what is endocytosis? Basically it is called the cellular ingestion. इंजेक्शन का क्या मतलब होता है? कोई चीज़ इनटेक करना, अंदर लेके जाना. आप कोई भी फूड है, आप उसको जब खा रहे होते हो, आप उसको जब अपने माउथ में लेके जाओगे, देन यू आर इंजेस्टिंग दैट फूड. ओके, तो बेसिकली एंडोसाइटोसिस क्या है? सेलुलर ईटिंग आप इसको कह सकते हो, सेलुलर इंजेक्शन हम इसको कह सकते हैं. इट इज़ द प्रोसेस ऑफ सेलुलर इंजेक्शन ऑफ बल्की मटीरियल्स. बल्की मीन्स हैवी मटीरियल्स बाय द इनफोल्डिंग ऑफ सेल मेम्ब्रेन. मीन्स जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन है वो वहाँ से फोल्ड हो जाती है एंड देन दैट बल्की मटीरियल्स मूव इनसाइड द सेल. And there are two forms of endocytosis, phagocytosis and pinocytosis. Phagocytosis means cellular eating. कोई भी जो solid intake होगी, solid ingestion होगा, that is called phagocytosis. और जो drinking होगी सेल की, cellular drinking, that is called pinocytosis. Okay, the two forms of endocytosis are phagocytosis, cellular eating, and pinocytosis, cellular drinking. In phagocytosis, cell takes in solid material. ओके बेटे, क्लियर है ये? phagocytosis में cells जो हैं वो solid material intake करेंगे, while in pinocytosis, cell takes in liquid in the form of droplets. droplets की form में liquid जो है वो intake करेंगे. Students, you can see the figure of endocytosis on page number 74 and figure number 4.26. And that figure shows the two processes, endocytosis and exocytosis. Endocytosis is basically the cellular eating, and exocytosis is basically the cellular excretion. Means जो bulky material cell से बाहर आएंगे in the form of wastes, that process is called exocytosis. Basically it is the process through which bulky material is exported. This process adds new membrane which replaces the part of cell membrane lost during endocytosis. अब बेटे आप फिगर नंबर 4.26 को देखें, इसमें एंडोसाइटोसिस है. ठीक है, एंडोसाइटोसिस में बेसिकली क्या है? जब बल्की मटेरियल सेल मेम्ब्रेन को क्रॉस करते हैं, देन वो मेम्ब्रेन वहाँ से थोड़ी सी ब्रेक हो जाती है. ठीक है, इन्वेजिनेशन उसमें हो जाती है एंड देन वो मटेरियल जो है सेल के अंदर आ जाता है. लेकिन एक्सोसाइटोसिस होगी, एक्सोसाइटोसिस में बल्की मटेरियल जो है वो सेल से बाहर आ जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है? वो मेम्ब्रेन जो डैमेज हो जाती है ड्यू टू एंडोसाइटोसिस, देन इट विल रिपेयर्ड अगेन. So in this way, cell can take solid and liquid material inside their cells and they can move the extra waste of the cell by the process of exocytosis. So students, in this lecture you have learned the definition of active transport. You have also learned the example of active transport. Then you have to learn the definition of exocytosis and its two forms, that are phagocytosis and pinocytosis. You have also learned the definition of exocytosis so that you can easily solve the questions that are present in your assignments. So our today's lecture is over now. God bless all of you. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.